Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is it really true? Is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. Everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass. Because almost 33 years ago, I was a dumbass, guys. But today, 33 years later, through the grace of God, I can always say this. I'm now a smartass, okay? And the word ass is in the Bible at least 40 times, and it means donkey, and that's what I was. I'm saying all that to say this, guys. You know, we've all struggled, right? A lot of us have unfortunately passed on in the last few years. All over the world, we've had issues, right? But there's a lot of people still struggling with addiction today. And I just want to let everybody out there know that you're not alone. Okay, someone is listening. I'm a nutritional coach, health coach. I'm a recovery coach. All my services to you are free. Please, please reach out. If you think my book can help someone, because I do, you can go right to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Listen, it's out there. And you could even go to my website, www.geripetito.com. And if you truly, truly, truly cannot afford my book, please, please reach out to me about that as well. I'm here to help you. So, guys, you know, I always bring it, right? You guys know that. I'm bringing it again today. I've got three of my favorites right here on screen with me. I'm going to introduce them a little differently today because our featured guest is Tony Belskis. He's sitting here with us. Tony, do me a favor. Say hello to everyone first.
Hope all is well.
Tony?
Yep. Yes. Do you hear me?
I can hear you now. Did you guys hear my promo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
So, okay, then we're fine, as long as we're fine. All right, Tony, tell everyone a little bit about you first.
Well, I'm 75. I've been playing music for 60 years. I started learning in around 1963. My mom was in a country band before I was born, but she still played for us at home up in Maine, where we were born and brought up. I'm in Florida now. But yeah, I've been playing since then, stayed busy, among other stuff, and just love music so much. Wrote some songs, which you'll probably hear, and met a good friend when we moved to Florida in 1994. His name is Mr. Ken Brady from the casinos, and we'll be seeing Ken too. That's all I can say right now. I got a family. I got a daughter that sings in a band with me. That's Trish, who sings the tunes I wrote. And my wife Jennifer's in the band also. And we have a daughter, Brittany, who's 34 years old and a college grad down here. And she's a pastor. So we're pretty happy with Florida. We love the weather here. We love to visit Maine in the summer and do a few weeks up there and a big show, which we got planned this year again. And hopefully Ken Brady will be up there with us and his lovely wife, Cindy. And that's pretty much. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them.
Okay, hold that thought. So wait, real quick, you said your one daughter is a pastor?
Brittany, our daughter, Jennifer and I, she's 34, and she graduated with a bachelor's degree from Southeastern here in Lakeland. And she's got a degree to do a
That's beautiful.
Did she work?
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah.
So now
Helps the young.
So now I would like to introduce Wolfe Milestone to everybody next. Wolfe, say hello to everyone and tell them a little bit about you and what just happened.
Hello, everyone. My name is Wolfe Milestone, and you can get hold of me at www.wolfemilestone.com. I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been singing much of my life as well. I am a young man of 73. I want to get that in there. And I just won some awards there last August down in Atlanta, Georgia, for band single of the year and a songwriter of the year. So I'm very proud honor of that. And there's a song that I sing in my band that I've been singing for years, and I had no idea who the Casinos were up until about a year and a half ago. I met Ken Brady, and ever since then we've been like brothers on the internet every day, just back and forth. It's really wonderful, and I've met a really nice friend.
Well, tell everyone how you met him.
Well, I met him on your show, Jerry.
Yep, tell everybody, because that was so cool for all of us. Tell everyone.
Yeah. Well, I was doing an interview with Jerry, her and myself, and then Ken showed up, and then we got talking. Yeah, right in that chair, and then we got talking, and he says, "I didn't know a cowboy sang my song." And I said, "I've been singing that for almost 30-some years myself."
So cool.
I just love that song. Yes, it's been really rewarding for me as well.
That show, I have to tell you, I haven't stopped talking about, because it was just ridiculously cool for all three of us. I mean, me too, man. That was amazing. All right. So now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce this guy right here, okay? First of all, everybody knows this guy. We're talking about the one and only Ken Brady from the original Casinos. He's not just my friend. He is family to me. Him and his wife, Cindy, I can't say enough about them. Ken, tell everyone a little bit about you.
Well, I've been singing since I was 10 years old. And just recently, I put up on Facebook the Paramount Theater in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's where I won my first talent show. I was 9 years old at the time, and I'm not real sure that it was the voice or the little cute kid standing up there singing the song, "I love you so much, it hurts me." so I took first place. And from that point on, I won a few more, and I liked it. I've never stopped. I've been singing for 70 years and still capable of hitting the high notes and enjoying every moment of it. I'm still meeting great friends like yourself and Wolfe and Tony here and just on and on and on. Everybody in your radio station, in your radio world. I've met a lot of friends. I'm having more fun than a bunch of monkeys, and that's the best way I can. So, and I love your show, Jerry. And you know I do.
So, all right. So I want you to tell everybody a little something first, okay? Because, all right, look. We all know who you are. We all know you're a legend, okay? That song, and I'm going to share a couple little stories first about you and me. I have to, all right? And then we're going to really dive into this with you, Tony, okay? But I just have to, all right? So we've got Ken here pretty much co-hosting for us. Okay, we've got Wolfe joining just because, all right? This is just so cool, all right? So I get a phone call years ago, and I believe it might have been like Christmas, New Year's week, whatever, because I was home in my office, and I owned a poker league for over 10 years in Mercer County, okay? And I'm a poker dealer. I don't really do it anymore, but a poker dealer, poker player, blah, blah, blah. Ms. Night Owl Poker. So I'm in my office that day, and I'm dealing with some of my poker games. I got to get set up, and I get a phone call. And it's this guy. And he says, "Hi, Geri Petito." He says, "My name is Ken Brady. I'm with the Casinos." Well, where do you think my mind goes, right? Here I'm thinking about my poker league, blah, blah, blah. He says casinos, so of course I say, "Oh, what casinos?" I'm thinking, oh, this guy wants to hire me, right? He starts laughing and he says, "I've heard that before," and he starts singing the song. Well, I almost fell off my freaking chair. So I'm like, wait, is this really you or are you messing with me? And Cindy yells in the background, I'll never forget this, "No, it's him. He's not messing with you." So that was the beginning of our love affair, right? The three of us. And You have been here live in studio many times. You've surprised me on my birthday. You've come to benefits. I mean, you guys are amazing. What you and Cindy have done for me, I can never, ever repay you for. So I want you to know that. But the funniest, cutest story is about my uncle. And I have to share this because it's amazing. There's part 2 of this as well, right? So I put on a show years ago, pre-COVID, when we had a really great arena here in Hamilton Township near my home, and we had the Capris, and Ken came and surprised everybody, all dressed up, and we got him up on stage. He sang his song, and my uncle's in the front row, who's Ken's age. They both turned 80, okay? And he says like this to me, come over here. And I go over to him and my aunt, and he goes, he just lip-synced. And I'm cracking up, and I'm like, really? That's a great compliment. But guess what? He didn't. He goes, yes, he did. So I call Ken when he's done. I go, come here, this is my uncle. You guys are the same age. He gave you the greatest compliment ever. He just said you lip-synced. I said, sing it, Ken. He sang it. To this day, my uncle, right? So then, just a few weeks ago, I get a text from Ken Brady, who has never called me Geraldine in his life, okay? And he texts me and he says, hi, Geraldine. And I said, excuse me? LOL, what? And he says, oh, is your uncle in Florida? And I'm like, get out of here. So really quick, tell about my uncle coming up to you in Florida in February.
He came up to me and he said, hi, Ken, how you doing? I said, fine. And I'm thinking just like you now, who is this guy? I didn't recognize him. But then when he told me, he says, you know, I'm Geraldine's uncle. Well, who in the world is Geraldine? But anyway, we put it all together, and he said, are you going to sing tonight? I said, yeah, I'm going to do a few songs with Tony and Trish. And he had to leave. His plane was coming up, and he didn't know how long it was going to take him. So he left. I didn't get to say goodbye or anything to him.
Yeah.
So I'll say hello to him when I come up and see you this year.
There you go, absolutely. So I got all the calls, my aunt, then he finally called me, guess who I have seen in Florida, Geraldine? And guess who I have seen? I said, I know, Ken Brady. But, you know, one last thing about Ken, because whenever he comes up here, especially the very first time, I stopped everywhere, gas stations, because I know everybody. I've been in Robbinsville for over 50 years. My friends at the gas station, I pull up. Get out, Ken. Sing it, Ken. Wherever. At the bus stop, one of my friends was at a bus stop. Sing it, Ken. He sang to everybody. It didn't matter where we were, what we were doing. He stopped and he sang. So thank you for that, sweetheart. You made everybody's day.
We were singing in pizza parlors.
You're singing everywhere. You were singing everywhere.
That stop was the funniest one of all because she said, oh, and she slammed on the brakes and slid over to the side. I thought, what are we going to have a wreck? And she rolled down the window. She says, this is Ken Brady, sing for him, Ken. I had no idea who this guy was.
Okay.
She knew. But yeah, we sang for a long time.
It was amazing. So, all right, Tony, enough of this nonsense about these two guys, okay? Listen, that's it. We might let them say something again. I don't know. We'll see. Tony, today it's all about you. And, you know, I have some songs. You know what we're going to do? Listen to me. Let's play one of your songs first. Okay? Then we're going to talk about it, and then we'll really get into you. All right? So, producer, let's play one of Tony's songs.
Is he awake?
If you take me out dancing, there's just one thing you gotta know. It's that cool rockin' country. Well, it's where I wanna go. It's gotta be cool rockin' country. Make you get up and wanna dance. I love that slow walking country. Baby, give it a chance. It reminds me of that old rock and roll. All they did was add some country soul. Get you hooked so you'll never let go. That's the way it ought to be. We go out dancing every Saturday night. My baby twirls me and he holds me tight. We keep on dancing till the morning light. gotta be cool rockin' country if you wanna dance tonight. I love the smooth talking country. Well, it'll make you feel alright. To play my favorite song. They said to play it and it won't be long. When they play it, you can't go wrong. You'll be moving in your seat. So if you wanna dance and have some fun, just ask the band to play some Brooks and Dunn. It doesn't matter if you're old or young, it'll get you on your feet. Gotta be cool rockin' country. Oh, honey, if you dance with me, I love that honky tonkin' country. We'll hear it once and you'll agree. It's gotta be cool rockin' country to make you get up and wanna dance. I love that slow walking country. Oh, baby, give it a chance. Gotta be cool rockin' country. Oh, if you wanna dance with me tonight, I love that smooth talking country. Baby, gonna make you feel alright.
Okay, guys, that was beautiful, Tone. Tell us about that song.
Well, it's the name of the album. We moved to Florida in 1994 from Maine, and Trish got in the band with me here. We were running businesses, owning some business stuff, so we wanted to play at night, so we started picking up some gigs and stuff. So we wanted to cut a CD. We went to Winter Haven. Studio C is Carlton Music. They had it there then, back in 95, 96 and all that. We went down. I wrote a bunch of songs for Trish, my daughter Trish, who you hear singing that. You hear me doing the harmonies. There's a lot of country down here. And we were like a top 40 rock and roll band and a lot of oldies. That's why I like Ken so much, I guess. I love them oldies. And so we did something country. So I wrote a country tune for her, and that ended up being the name of the album, Cool Rockin' Country. Brooks and Dunn, they were so hot for the dance crowd. Of course, the line dancing was so big. They had club dance going then. So I figured, let's do something that can write a dance steps to. So Trisha's aunt, her name is Carol Tebow, she wrote Steppin' Up in Maine. They were doing that up there. And we were down here and we heard about that. And so there really is a dance to that song. But that was a country one. And then some of the other songs was some about America. And we love our country so much. We do write a lot about that. And we did some old rock and roll songs, which is on that album too. And the flavor, that flavor. But the country, yeah.
So I want to ask the
I gotta
cowboy.
love country. My mom was,
Wait, go ahead. Your mama what?
my mama was country.
Okay,
And that's
I love it. Let's ask the cowboy. What'd you think of that country song?
I was moving right along with it, and I played along with it with my guitars in the key of B.
All right. Okay. See, we got this cowboy stalking the both of you now. All right, I'm just saying, I just got to say.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now, Ken, what'd you think of that song?
Well, I like everything he wrote, but I got to say, this is an Italian family, and they're the most country Italians I ever met in my. Usually Italians say, "Hey, what's the matter your face? How y'all doing?"
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Yeah. Down south, man.
That's
These are the
so
parts out
cute.
there. He's good. But I love his family. They've been my friends since I've been in Lakeland, and I wouldn't trade them for anything. They're good people to have friends with. So I sing along with them a lot and do things with them, and we try to do some shows together when we get a chance. But so I have fun with them.
Very cool.
Great people.
So, all right. So now let's play. We have 4 of your songs, Tony. Let's play one more now. Then we'll talk about it, and then we'll do some more talking. Okay, producer.
Wait.
What?
His hair was white, his eyes were blue. He died when I was 3. Not too many knew him, but he meant the world to me. He stood up tall for his country and all. He never made history, but he was always proud of me, as proud as he could be. He was a patriotic man. He fought to keep his land, hoping that his family would be free. An old-fashioned man, I wish they'd understand how I miss that patriotic man. I still can see him standing there, looking down at me. I'm staring at the picture of me sitting on his knee. Well, how can you forget a man who gave to his country? I'm glad he was my daddy's dad, as glad as I can be. He was a patriotic man. He fought to keep his land, hoping that his family would be free. An old-fashioned man, I wish they'd understand how I miss that patriotic man. Oh, how I miss that patriotic man. How I miss that patriotic man.
Yeah. There you go.
So that's beautiful. So tell us about that song, Tony.
Okay. It's all true. What you heard in that song is it's a story. It's a true story. My dad, a veteran of World War II, and about 5 years after he died, it was very exciting when he went. He was at 65 years old, and Trish was only 3 years old when he died. And we had one picture. We only had one picture. She was sitting on his knee, and you heard that on the second verse.
Yeah.
And she sees that. That's how she remembers him. And so I wrote that for her. I wrote all my songs for Trish to sing. So I had to, I think Wolfe will tell you, he's a writer. When you're writing for a girl, you got to make yourself a girl while you're writing it. Something like that, right, Wolfe?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He knows what I mean, see? So I did that, and I wrote It's True Story. He was old-fashioned. He was an old-fashioned Lithuanian man. My mom was, well, I can't say she was old-fashioned. She was a real Italian, full-blooded. So that's where I get all that. He played chord and stuff. But I had to write that for remembering him, and I send it out to all veterans everywhere we play. We do that a lot. We get a lot of requests on that. To all veterans. It's to all veterans of all wars and all just veterans. Period. Yeah.
So
Great song, Tony.
I want
I
to
think
say
it's good.
I want to say something to you first, Tony. Then I want them to talk. You said something really cool. You said when you're writing for a girl, you need to kind of be like think you're that girl. You know, that was really cool. You said that because I write, I'm a poet and all that. When I was listening to your song, I kid you not, my mouth to God's ears, I said, he's singing this about his father and his daughter's grandfather from her perspective. Like I was saying that, and I was like, that is so cool how he did that. So I'm like impressed. I got to tell you, I'm really, really impressed. That was amazing because you made us feel that. That was beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. So, okay, Ken, what would you like to say to him about that song?
Well, he knows what I think about it. You know, I come from a military family myself. My son's a Green Beret and was wounded very badly and stuff. And he survived, and he's doing his thing now, got home place and stuff. But so he knows what I think about patriotic things and stuff. So, but you say this is really amazing. This is just the beginning, Jerry, of the songs that this man has written. And everyone is just absolutely special. When you listen to these songs, listen to every word that's in there. They're all special and have meaning. They don't just rhyme and things of that sort. They mean something, and it gets to your heart and all your thoughts that you're up against. And, you know, and sometimes they fit the situations that you're in, and it helps your heart.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's just a tremendous songwriter,
Yes.
and I would love to see something happen for Tony on this music. It's been around a long time, and he deserves every minute of it. He's a good person, a good father, and he loves his music. He lives it, he dreams it, and he walks the talk, and everything that goes along with music. And so that's about all I can say about Tony. He's just a great guy, and as you listen to these songs today, one's going to be just as good or not better than the other. So that's all I can tell you. Brace yourself for some great music.
So, Tony, how does it feel to have this legend, Ken Brady from the original Casinos, as your biggest fan?
Well, yeah. Got the tears holding back. Appreciate it. He knows he's my best friend. And
Go ahead.
I don't tell him to say none of this stuff. He's saying it, and I'm just overwhelmed with it. I know he tells me all the time he loves that CD, and that's other ones I've written too. Written this on that CD, and yeah, I appreciate it so much, Ken, my buddy. And
We love you, Tony.
yeah, I know. Yeah, he's a great singer. At his age right now, Ken, I'm not gonna tell him your age, but we'll tell him on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And he's been around. He's been around Frankie Valli and all those kind of people. And I appreciate it so much.
Nancy Sinatra,
I know that one too.
Pat Boone,
Yeah,
Yep.
Rosemary Clooney. I did shows with.
I know. Yeah, I've done shows with Ken Brady, and I'm proud.
So, wow. When he talks to me about you, Tony, I just want you to know, like, he just praises you, and I see why. So, kudos. Okay, you're amazing.
He's a legend.
So now, what do you think about that song and his writings, Wolf?
Well, as of now, he's got a new fan in me because that's really good, Tony. I could really relate to that story because I had uncles on both my parents' sides that were in the army up here in Canada, and I remember as a child when they would come home carrying their guns and machine guns and bayonets, and like it was so it was just natural. But eventually they had to hide everything as the years went on. But yeah, I can really relate to that song. You're a good songwriter.
Thank you.
I-
Yes.
I can relate to that song sort of too. My uncle Carmine, that you met again, Ken. My dad's family's from Italy. My uncle was the youngest one. They came here. My uncle became a United States Marine. And I'll never forget this conversation with my dad and my uncle one day years ago, because my dad's gone now, rest in peace, years ago. And they were saying how they were born in Italy. That is their birth country, but the USA is their country. And I'll just never forget that, what it meant, you know? So thank you for that song, Tony. That was beautiful. So now, guys, we're going to shift gears a little bit. So, Wolf,
Yes.
your award. Let's just mention it again because I want to give you like props for this award. Amazing. Come on, say it again.
Okay, well, the first one I received was Songwriter of the Year for 2023
Okay.
with the IC's Country Music Awards. And the second award was for the Band Single of the Year, which is a song that I wrote called Back to the Country, which I'm very proud of.
So, you know how I feel about you, okay? Not only as an incredible artist, singer, award-winning singer, artist, as a friend, as a person, you have a great heart, beautiful heart, okay? And I love you. And we're going to hug one day. We're going to hug one day, mister.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something special for all the listeners here because this guy, Wolf, who won these awards, right? One of
Yeah.
his legends is this guy over here, Ken Brady, from the original Casinos. And when he got to meet him on my show and all, he was just like going nuts. And I'll never forget the message. Yeah, I'm doing something special. I'm doing something special. I hope he's okay. I said, do it, baby. So producer, let's share with everyone the special song from Wolf, okay? And then you're going to talk about this, and so will Ken Brady.
Kiss me each morning for a million years. Hold me each evening by your side. Tell me you love me for a million years. If it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Sweeten my coffee with a morning kiss. Soften my dreams with your sigh. Tell me you love me for a million years. If it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. If you must go, I won't grieve. If you wait a lifetime before you leave. But if you must go, I won't say no. Just so that we can say we tried. Tell me you love me for a million years. If it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. If it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye.
Gotta go.
So no one knew, guys, that I was going to play this. This is a surprise to everybody. All right. So
Heard that song
they
before.
got chills. They got chills. I got chills too watching you. Okay. So all
Goosebumps.
right,
Yeah.
let's start. Let me start with Ken. Ken, what do you think about this cowboy singing your song?
I think any song I ever do, he can do. That was great, Wolf.
Thank you, Ken.
I love it. I love to see people have fun with music, and you definitely do, and you did a great job on that song, my man.
Well, thank you, because the day that I recorded that in the studio, you were with me, like totally with me. I was you in that studio.
You know, Tony, when he was playing the guitar, he says, listen, there's no big B3 there. He's doing that with his guitar. So,
Tony, I heard you saying something. So tell us what that means, because I'm not musically inclined, but I have an idea. Tell us.
Organ.
Oh,
Henry made that song in 1967. The voices were nice and everything. The band was great. The song was awesome. But the Hammond B3, I think, sold it. It was like a comeback in 1967 from the doo-wop days. We didn't hear too much, you remember some of them songs, Pocahontas, that. And that had a lot to do with Mr. Armstrong, which is not with us anymore, was the keyboardist in the casinos and did that. But where you did it, I loved it. I loved that guitar. That was you playing that. And beautiful in there, because we do the songs. I did the song since 1967. I sang it, and I had the other guy in the band singing them up for a while. When I met Ken, he's going to charge you royalties. Look out. I says, I've done this song 1,000,000 times before I do you. If I owed him royalties, imagine what it would be today. How many times that song was played. We play it, and we...
so all right.
Anyway, yeah, you did an excellent job.
So
Jerry, the B3, is a big keyboard, a very strong keyboard, Jerry, so for your information there. And you never see them anymore because it was such a big thing to carry around and set up and all that stuff.
It weighed a ton.
It weighed a ton, but there's no keyboard has the sound of that big B3. So
No.
that's what really kicked that song. John D. Loudermilk wrote that song, and he was a full-blooded country boy, and he couldn't even get it charted. And of course, the casino got a hold of it, and it took off, stayed there to soar to number 6, stayed there for 10 weeks. And it's just a beautiful song to this very day. People use it for their very first song in their wedding, for their dance, and things of that sort. So a great song done by a wonderful group and done by Wolfe.
Yeah.
That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Years ago, when I called my daughter, when that night you called me, and I was on cloud 9, and my daughter's now 43, but this was years ago, so she was in her 30s, and I said, Tiffany, I don't know if you're going to know who this guy is, but Ken Brady from the Casinos and the song, Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye. Have you ever heard of it? She goes, Mother, the whole world has heard of that song. I was like, oh my God. So you know what? I think now we've got to let the world hear the original. All right, producer, let's have it.
Kiss me each morning for 1,000,000 years. Hold me each evening at your side. Tell me you love me for 1,000,000 years. Then if it don't work out, if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Sweeten my coffee with a morning kiss. Soften my dreams with your sigh. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. If you must go, no, I won't grieve. If you wait a lifetime before you leave. But if you must go, I won't tell you no. Just so that we can say we tried. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. You will never tell me goodbye. Do you understand that, mister? Do you understand that?
Never happened, baby.
So,
Never happened. Nobody could make me think about it. Who
so
loves you, baby?
yes. But
That's
he,
my sweet pea.
you know, this is amazing. This is amazing. Right. I agree with you, Wolf, right? Like, wow, okay? This is amazing. I need a favor from you, Mr. Ken Brady, the legend. Sing us a cappella, just the chorus. Come on, baby. Give us something.
If you must go, no, I won't grieve. If you will have time before you leave. But if you must go, I won't tell you no. Just so that we can say we tried. Tell me you love me for a million years. Then if it don't work out, if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye.
That was amazing. And guys, he wasn't lip syncing. I'm just saying, okay?
Now,
Amazing.
you know,
Thank you.
Jerry, I am one blessed man in the music field that I'm, the 19th of this month, I'm going to be 80 years old.
We know, baby.
And as to be this age and still be able to sing is just, it's a blessing. And every place I go, people say, like, Ken, at your age, how do you hit those high notes and stuff? I said, well, like I try to tell all the upcoming vocalists and things of that sort, in all my years, if you hear me hit a high note, I am absolutely perfect with it because I don't strain my voice. I hit what I can without a strain, and I sing almost every day, but I don't hurt myself. So that's the secret behind it.
Yes.
You have to take care of it. You can't. It's like if you pick up a 25-pound bag of cement and walk around the block with it, you're going to hurt yourself. And that's the same thing with your voice. You have to exercise it and don't ever put it under strain. Amen.
Amen is right. So, first of all, I'm giving you a standing ovation from my seat. You know how I feel about you, man. I love you. I love you. I love you. And amazing, amazing, amazing. And thank you, thank you, thank you. So now, Wolf, real quick, you. Pick one of your songs that you sing that's one of your favorites. okay? And give us a little bit a cappella from one of your songs.
Yeah, okay. Well, here's my first number one was Where My Truck Stops.
Okay.
And it goes something like this. Well, I'm heading down a highway, I don't know where. No set direction, I just don't care where my truck stops. I'll call home while I'm leaving east and I'm heading west. The further from you will be the best. Where my truck stops, I'll call home. And the wheels on my truck just keep on rolling. As far as I can, I'll keep on going. The white line's up ahead, the taillights in my mirror. The wheels on my truck just keep on rolling.
So listen, that is so cool. So I love the further away, the better, right? All right, everybody, Wolfe Milestone here, award-winning artist. I mean, come on, it doesn't get better than this today, all right? Amazing, amazing. Tony, I'm not letting you off the hook. I'm not. I'm not. Come on, give us a little something, something.
I don't know. I did the writing. I can't sing the girl songs, right?
Well, do you have
So,
any that you sing in the shower, a little bit of something?
When I go in the shower, I'm just thinking about all the, different songs all the time. What I'm going to do on a stage that night.
All right,
You know,
see?
I miss now. You know, we sing things, and if I don't play a song for a while, if Trisha don't call the shot, you know, say any song that I do way back, a rock and roll song or something, I'll forget the words a little bit, and she'll help me out on that microphone. She'll give me a word or two, and then I'm back in it.
All right, so you got out of this, is what you're saying.
Yeah, the song I wrote about our flag, American flag. I didn't prepare for this. It was for me in her shows. When we did shows during the day, I'd play with the band at night. Back when we were in Maine, Trisha's 9 years old. She recorded a record, songs we wrote, 45 record, had 2 songs on it. And one was called Roller Skating USA, and the other one was I Love America. We went out during the day and played schools and stuff. We did that, and I was her backup then. So I wrote a song about Star Spangled USA, and it was for me to sing in the show. She stole it, Jerry. She sounded better, and so she's got it. It's on that album right there, Star Spangled USA, and she wrote a verse after 9/11, which is on it's not in that original album, but it's on another CD we had put out. Because she wrote a nice verse after 9/11 happened. So it's a good song, Star Spangled USA.
Hey, beautiful.
Everywhere you look, there's a flag. Prelude. It's on you.
Before we play,
I wrote it, but-
we play any more music, I have to ask each of you a question, and then we'll play another song of Tony's. So, Wolf, let's start with you real quick. What? I don't even, and don't mention Ken. We already know Ken's number one. Okay. Who else, other than Ken Brady, influenced you in the music industry?
Well, obviously Hank Williams Sr. You know, growing up as a child, my parents, you know, had the radio on 24/7. And then later on in life, Alan Jackson, and then George Strait, of course, Vince Gill. Oh God, I can't. Oh, and Johnny Cash, of course.
Okay.
As a songwriter, Chris Christopherson, his lyrics are just phenomenal.
They are.
Yeah, like when you actually listen to the song, and a lot of people don't know that Chris wrote a lot of songs for big artists.
Wow.
And then of course, as the country really picked up again with Garth Brooks, everybody, you know, you had to do a Garth Brooks and Dunn, those type of songs. That's about it right now.
Okay. No, that's amazing, and you're right about Chris Christopherson. You're right. Amazing.
Phenomenal.
So now Ken Brady.
Yes,
Okay. Who influenced you?
The one I adored way back then, and I still to this very day, he just turned 85, and his name is Neil Sedaka. He
Yes.
wrote so many beautiful songs, not only for himself, but so many other people. And I'm not sure, but I don't know why he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I agree.
He just recently, and I've told many, many people, he took all those beautiful songs that he wrote and for himself and other people. And he changed all the lyrics to him. His children and his grandchildren all helped him with this. And he put them in to children's records. So if you go into the store and you see record songs and stuff for children and it says Neil Sedaka, don't hesitate, buy it. Everything's the same but the words.
Okay.
And they're all put together for children. And if you get on Facebook, you can see he's still doing some songs and
Yeah.
stuff on Facebook and his piano
he is.
things. He's just a great guy and just a wonderful man. So, and he really turned me on far thinking about music. I just loved his voice and especially all the songs he wrote. Like this guy, all his songs had meaning. They all told a story.
Yeah.
And like that. So that's basically where I'm at.
And
of
yeah.
course, as far as vocal groups, I always liked the Drifters, and my favorite of all is the Platters, and I do a medley of tunes from the Platters, and I always liked them. Now, Wolf, I got to tell you, I never sang a country song in my life, and everybody keeps saying, Brady, why don't you do one? I said, well, don't you have to have that twang? Well, I was told it's not the twang or anything, it's the music itself that makes it country. And the way country music is sang, it's a style. It's a version of country music that a lot of people can't get into. I've never tried it, but I would love to. If I can get a hold of a country song, I'll do it. But I don't know where to start with it. I just have no idea. I need your help.
Get on it, Wolf. Get on it, Wolf. That's all I'm going to say is get on it, Wolf, and we'll have a part 2, okay?
I'm going to team
Yeah.
up. With, I'm going to team up with Tony, and we'll get a song for you.
All right. So
Yeah,
now,
sounds like a plan.
and I also sent Neil a happy birthday because you're right, 85, man, and he's still doing incredible things. So now, Tony, who influenced you growing up?
My mom. She's singing in country tunes with little kids. I just loved every minute. All those 5 kids would sit there. Well, it was 4 at first. Young brother Billy was a bass player, great bass player. He came 5 years after we were there, but Mom kept on playing. Every Saturday night we watched Lawrence Welk. And after that, she grabbed the guitar and she played a little harmonica sometimes, like Dylan. And she sang the country tunes, the record 99 songs that way back. You're talking Hank Williams. Yeah, I love Hank Williams. But what influenced me when I started playing the guitar, You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine was the first song she taught me. Then we went on. And I started learning the chords pretty well. The Beatles came out. Need I say more?
Amazing.
Chuck Berry and the Beatles, Johnny Rivers, and Ricky Nelson. I would watch Ozzy and Harriet every week just to get to the end and listen to Ricky and that guitar player he had, James Burton.
Amazing.
That's it.
All amazing. All
I love
amazing.
all of them. Yeah.
So I think what we're going to do now, producers, play a third song.
Everywhere you look, there's a flag waving freely. Everywhere you look in the USA. And everywhere you go, there's a flag waving proudly. A flag waving proudly every day. All through the night, she stood there through the fight. No one will ever know what she's been through. And more I'll say, here's a place I wanna stay, in the star-spangled USA. If you listen carefully, you will hear a bell ringing, hear a bell ringing across the land. And as you stroll by a church, you will hear the choir singing, hear the choir singing with the band. But all through the night, she stood there through the fight. No one will ever know what she's been through. And more I'll say, here's a place I wanna stay, in the star-spangled USA. Oh, everywhere you look, there's a flag waving freely. Everywhere you look in the USA. And everywhere you go, there's a flag waving proudly. A flag waving proudly every day. Oh, in the star-spangled USA. In the star-spangled USA. In the star-spangled USA.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Tell us about that song, Tony.
Such a pretty voice.
Yeah.
She's so cute. That one that he wrote for her with roller skater in the USA.
She was 9.
You could hear that. She's so cute,
Yeah.
and she's still cute today. And she's a mother to 2
Yeah.
children and a dog. And just to hear her sing today, it's just amazing. She just it doesn't age with age.
Beautiful voice, beautiful voice.
She's a great singer. Great.
Yeah.
She can sing anything. You give her a song, and the next day she'll sing it for you.
Yeah.
It's that fast. And I can't remember 5 minutes ago, much less the next day.
That's
You
so
know,
funny. Oh my gosh.
Used to be young, huh?
Yeah,
She's 51.
she's 51 now. Yeah, but you never know it. Not in a million years.
She puts on a good show with us. She's great.
And I have a lot of fun when I do shows with her. I aggravate her to no end.
Yeah.
Hey,
I say things to her when she's singing, and she just breaks up. I like playing with her. She's fun. The whole family's fun. That's all I can say. It's fun.
so Wolf, what do you think about that song?
Wow, that's really, really patriotic and good writing there, Tony. And your daughter has an excellent voice. Very, very, very good. Very good.
Yes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful tone. So you know what I think? We're going to play the 4th song now, our last song from Tony. Okay, producer, hit us.
It happened to me. It can happen to you. It happened to me. It can happen to you. Every love I had never lasted too long. All the plans we made, they seemed always to go wrong. If it's everlasting love you want from the very start, look out, boy, I'm telling you, I just might break your heart. It happened to me. It can happen to you. It happened to me. It can leave you sad and blue. It happened to me. There is nothing you can do. It happened to me. It can happen to you. Can't you see it in my eyes? It happened to me. It can happen to you. It happened to me. It can happen to you. Nothing lasts forever, and forever never lasts. There may never be a future with me, always be a past. Yeah. I'm tired of feeling the blues, so tired of being used. All the times I've fallen in love, I was the one to lose. But if you ask me one more time to give my heart and soul, listen to me carefully. We better take it slow. It happened to me. It can happen to you. It happened to me. We can leave you sad and blue. It happened to me. There is nothing you can do. Oh, it happened to me. It can happen to you. It happened to me. And you may think our love is true. It happened to me. Well, I won't be another fool. It happened to me. You know there's nothing you can do. It happened to me. It can happen to you.
You know, right.
That was beautiful. Tell us about that song, Tony.
It happened to me. I was writing all those songs for Trish, and that one I didn't get through. It happened to me. It could happen to you. So I put it on the shelf. The shelf was, and I left it in. In a few weeks or so, a month or so, I was writing the other ones. I come back to it, and I was just like that melody. The best part, I like it when I did get to the chorus, the bridge part. Nothing lasts forever. Forever will never last. That killed me. I said, I got to make this song for Trish. That part right there. So I did. I finished it up for her and made it rock and roll. Took it to Winter Haven. Randy Farrell produced it. He actually is playing the guitar on there. He's a late great right now. He played for the Bellamy Brothers for a while, lead guitar. And I said, Randy, make this rock. And he did. And that's what you're hearing right there. Yeah, I love the song. She does a good job on it. Ken loves it.
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm going to give each of you an opportunity to say your last few words. We'll start with Wolf. Let everyone know how they can get in touch with you, maybe get your music, whatever you'd like to say to Tony and Ken. The floor is yours.
Well, again, thank you, Jerry, for arranging all this for us to get together. And it's always an honor sitting in with Ken, and now my new friend Tony. I got to get your email, buddy, so I get it off Kenny, and then we're friends for life. And to get a hold of me, www.wolfemilestone.com. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, all the major platforms, and I hope you enjoy our music and keep on supporting us singers. Thank you.
Okay, Ken Brady, let's hear from you now, sweetheart.
I'm always thankful for you having me on your show, Jerry. It just makes my day complete. We always have a lot of fun, and you get some of the greatest stars on your show than any show out there. And that's why you got so many awards, lady, because you do it right. And I always have a good time. And I try to bring you stuff like Tony and the things that I think I sent you a few people here and there, but, and you always do a great job with them. And you brought me to Wolf, and you know, that was very special to me to meet this guy. And I can't wait to see him in person. When we come to New Jersey, maybe he'll come across the border and come see us.
Shh.
You're in.
Shush. I said shush. You
Yeah,
think
but,
I might have this under control. Just
Who, me?
shush, Mr. Ken.
What? You got it ready?
You never know. We're working on something.
That's. I gotta tell you something. I got a friend of mine. We call her Edith Bunker because when she laughs, she sounds just like Edith Bunker.
She does.
But and she's a blonde, so it's a safety around, right? So and she comes over to the house and she said, "I'm going to make you a banana cream pie for your birthday party." I said, "Birthday party? What birthday party?" She said, "Oh." She looked at her husband. She says, "Joe, he didn't know about his birthday party." Joe said, "No, he didn't know. He knows it now. He went along with the program. See, I already knew what was happening." And so that's I forgot where I was going with this. But anyway, I had a good time, and I can't wait to meet this guy. And
He's great. Yeah.
Do I have to wear a cowboy hat?
I cannot.
Right.
I can't wait to see you guys in August. And you know, I was at your 75th, and I have some health issues going on. I can't really fly right now, or I'd be at your 80, baby. I love you, and I wish I could be there.
Gary, how about this? When Irish eyes are smiling, shirts is like a morning spring. In the midst of Irish laughter, you can hear angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world is bright. But when Irish eyes are smiling, sure, they're still your heart away. There you are. That's a nice
Thank you.
Italian song.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, and I'm counting on Pablo to give me some lives that day. Okay. So
Yeah.
Pablo's a little party.
I love you, Ken, and thank you. I love you, Wolf, and thank you.
Thank you.
Now for our featured guest, Tony, I'm going to give the mic to you. Say whatever you'd like to say to these two guys. Say whatever you'd like to close with, and tell your fans.
All right. So happy to meet Wolf.
Likewise.
Okay. We will be friends for life. He's right on that one. And great talent. This was great because Jerry, of course, we did a little show here a while back with my Good Stuff band, my daughter, my wife, and me. And Jerry remembers that one. And Ken right here at the studio. And then we get down to Ken Brady. Yeah, the best buddy right here anybody could have. You met a good friend. I did. 10 years ago. Ken, we've been friends. 10 or more.
10 years.
I think it's more than that. I guess the older you get, the time kind of like
Yeah.
goes by too fast.
No, the older it gets, the less you can remember.
Yeah, yeah. Jerry, you do great. I see you on Facebook all the time. Always a good show. It's always nice. And yeah, we're going up to Maine. We'll be up there this summer. A bunch of us got a big show, and we got to have a big jam up there. And I'll let you guys know more about that. And Canada has been good to me. I'll tell you, Ontario. I wrote a book, but I let you see it. Richard Van Sumple from Ontario. I'm holding a book up.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's my life. I'm wearing this. Yeah. And Richard Van Sumple, he's from, he was a retired school teacher. He's great. He's up there now. He usually comes down to Florida, but he had a little accident. He's recuperating up there, but he'll be all right. He may be in Maine this summer to catch us there. And then, of course, my guitar, brand new guitar. It's very expensive. It's William Shelton. He's from Ontario. He hand built it for me.
Oh,
He had built a real nice one, a 35,000 one, and he gave it to Randy Bachman. You know who Randy is? And Randy's got that up there. And Kent, yeah, Randy's a great one from the Guess Who and Bachman Turnover Drive. I got to meet Randy because I've got the other model that they made, and I'm playing it all the time. I actually bought it. I got a deal and I bought it because I'm endorsing it. Sheltima guitar. They're all from Ontario. I got that guitar with me. You'll see it in some of my videos. Just plain beautiful. Beautiful. It's a white guitar. Sounds so good. And I'm happy with it. But Canada has been good to me. My wife is, her dad, they're from New Brunswick. The Richard family. I thought she was related to the hockey player, Rocket. Remember him?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Same name, but we don't know. But they're New Brunswick people. All born in Maine, us. And what else can I say? I still love the music. Retirement is not in my, it's not in my future, nothing. It's not on my bucket list.
okay, good.
No such word anymore, is there?
Not for me in music.
Not for me. Wolf's he gonna keep on going to?
My next birthday party, Jerry, is when I'm going to be 100.
All right,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
All right.
After that,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank the three of you. I want to read a poem out of my book, okay? Because I always say this, and I love reading this poem when I do entertainers because, and you may have all heard it, but every time I do these kind of shows, I get messages about how incredible the singers are, how incredible the authors are, how incredible the poets are, the dancers. And people are like, I wish I could do something. And I want everybody out there to understand that you can. Everyone has a gift, all right? So it hurts me when I hear people say, I'm not good at anything. I wish I could do something. Because there's not a person out there that's not good at anything. Okay, everyone has something to offer. Okay, God didn't create us to be any better than anyone else. So God gives everyone a gift. Okay, I want you to really, really listen to the words of this poem. Okay, if it's you that needs to hear it. Here we go. It's called Utilizing Gifts and Talents, and I wrote it for you listening. Okay. We are born with talents, we are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry, and of course to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used, God's gift to us not be abused. We can go far in life for sure using our gifts to go on tour. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more. But then our job's to share them, guys, to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, but not just for the money, to spread a peaceful sound. So don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back, or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened, and then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, not keeping them at bay, your names, Ken, Wolfe, and Tony, will live forever, baby, forever and a day. So go through life excited for what you sure can give. To yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. So make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. And guys, that's what you three are doing. You're making people smile, okay? You know, we all know music heals the soul. Music, you know, we all know that. Like you take a little baby, 6 months old, you put the baby in a bouncer, you turn music on, that baby will bounce. No one's telling that 6-month, 8-month-old baby to bounce. That baby will bounce. So there's something innate in all of us with music, right? But through the past few years, music has saved people's lives. I was getting messages from people housebound, people in hospitals. I had a woman in a hospital, my mouth to God's ears, send me a message on Facebook and say, Jerry, thank you for these lives you're doing. She had her nurse prop the phone up so that she could watch it from the hospital bed. And that was one of many. So you guys, I want you to really understand how amazing what you guys do is. Okay? Because there's not a person on this earth that doesn't like music. We might all like different music, but good music is good music, and there's not a person that hears any good music that won't be smiling, and you're touching everybody. So I really want to say thank you to all three of you for that, okay? So guys, I love you. This show was amazing. Everybody, please share this show. This show will also air on iHeartRadio Tuesday night at 9 p.m., audio only on iHeart, okay? Right now, guys, I just want to say thank you to everyone listening. I want to thank you to everyone viewing. Share this show. And listen, a huge shout out to Ruben, our producer here at Hamilton Radio, especially today. All right? So he did a great job. And guys, again, thank you to my three incredible guests. I love you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Jerry.
we love you too, Jerry.
Love you too, Jerry. Way to go, Ken. Way to go, Tony.
Hey,
Thank you.
good show, man.
God bless.
Can't wait to meet you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get
You
together.
know what happens someday. If you can't come to me, I'll come to you. That's
All right, brother.
We'll do what we.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is really true, is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass.